Work on that word. All right, Shedeur Sanders. I know, I'm getting shamed now. Shedeur Sanders had a breakout performance yesterday against the Titans, throwing for over 350 yards, 3 touchdowns, while running in another. His play put the Browns in position to tie the game late in the fourth quarter with the 2-point conversion. But in a shocking move, head coach Kevin Stefanski took Shedeur out of the game for the attempt. Cleveland failed to convert, then lost the game 31-29. Cam Newton, what did you make of Kevin Stefanski's decision to keep Shedeur on the sideline for that 2-point conversion?
Extremely embarrassing. And it's a fireable offense, if you ask me. When you start to think and unpack what's been happening week after week after week, how we've been trying to mask, put makeup, not mention, do certain things, and then in the most gotta-have-it moment of the game, this is probably the only team in the National Football League that takes their starting quarterback out of the game. It's a 2-point conversion. You have the ball in individuals' hands that it's not hard to find out what you're going to do. You're running a gadget play. It's either going to be a run or it's going to be an inaccurate pass because the natural thrower is on the sideline. These type of decisions really is beyond even a head scratch. It's like, what are we really doing here? Are we really trying to win? Because some of the things that we're showing on film will really have a person to say like, yo, what's happening? Especially given the circumstance of the game that Shedeur Sanders is or having at that specific point in time. And to take him out, embarrassing is an understatement in this type of thing. It's just hard to be a Cleveland Browns fan and just imagine being in the game or at the stadium watching that transpire in real time.
Go ahead, Stephen A. What did you make of Kevin Stefanski's decision?
Let me say this to you. It was awful. First of all, let's get that out the way first. And I want to tell you that in Cleveland, I don't know if y'all know this, but they've got some of the best sports talk radio shows in America. Cleveland is an outstanding sports town. They really are. They're an outstanding sports town. And I hope, and I never thought that I'd say this, but I hope they are raking Kevin Stefanski through the coals. This is a man that has 3 games. They have 3 wins on the season. They're going nowhere. The only interest that the team garners outside of watching the greatness of Myles Garrett is watching Shedeur Sanders and seeing how he develops, putting him in every situation imaginable and coming to a conclusion about that to decide whether or not you have a quarterback for next year or whatever, unless you're going to totally rely on Deshaun Watson coming back. That's all you have. And you look at them, and it's like this man goes out there yesterday, and throws for 364 yards. And you're taking him out for 2-point conversions. It makes no sense whatsoever. It really has you wondering what the hell Kevin Stefanski is thinking, what is going on, and more importantly, what is it that they have against Shedeur Sanders? Because it makes no sense. They're not going anywhere. Leave him out there in every situation imaginable and start him for the rest of the season, announce it to the world, and just put him out there, put him through the ringer, and see what he gives you. And he wants that. And for some reason, the Cleveland Browns do what they did. It makes no sense whatsoever. It's not befitting of a 2-time coach of the year, and it just leaves you scratching your head wondering what the hell is going on. It really does.
Yeah, I thought it was stupid. Absolutely stupid by Kevin Stefanski. And listen, being transparent here, Kevin Stefanski has done this multiple times, not only with Shedeur Sanders, but with other quarterbacks as well, as far as a 2-point conversion. But, you're going to take out a guy, Shedeur Sanders, who was absolutely dealing in the game. The game was highly entertaining. I don't know how many people watched it, but the game was highly entertaining. Shedeur Sanders was dealing in the game, goes down, drives down, scores a touchdown, and then you take him out to run the Wildcat for the 2-point conversion? Really? You're going to take the ball out of this young man's hand who was clearly in the groove in the game to run the Wildcat? I think like that only, what it does in that situation, it only fuels what the perception of how people perceive the relationship between Kevin Stefanski and Shedeur Sanders in this situation. You're not doing anything to help yourself if you're Kevin Stefanski by running a nonsense type of play in that situation, in my opinion.
I guess I just don't understand what's the point of it. Like, just to have us discuss it further? Like, to Stephen A's point entry, I don't understand the rationale at all. Unless Taysom Hill is in there going to run something for you, like how the Saints used to do back in the day. Like, I just don't even understand why they would do that. Okay, let's move on. It's time for our DraftKings Cover 3 parlay. We've got 3 picks for tonight's game. Stephen A., you're going to go first here. You're going with A.J. Brown having 5 or more receptions. Why are you feeling good about this tonight?
Because I think that, you know what, you targeted him last game, even though you didn't end up winning. The reality is that he's a stud. He's going up against the Chargers, and you're going to need him to win on the road at SoFi Stadium tonight. So I'm going with him because I think he's the guy. I think that Jalen Hurts will be looking for him often.
Damian, you're taking Justin Herbert to rush for at least 20 yards. Why?
I am, because I think, you know, listen, this game is in Los Angeles, but it's going to feel like a home game with the Eagles, and there's going to be crowd noise. There's the Los Angeles Chargers offensive line is battered, and I think Justin Herbert is going to have to make plays with his leg in this situation. So 20 yards rushing by Justin Herbert, I can easily see him surpassing that.
You know, the Chargers fans don't normally show up. Eagles fans like to travel. So I will go with Saquon Barkley to rush for 70 or more yards. He's due. He's due to have a breakout game like this. Middle of the pack is the Chargers' rush defense. He can get his tonight. As you said, I think it'll feel more like a Philadelphia game in L.A. as opposed to a Chargers home game. So I'm going with Saquon to have a good game tonight. They need it. Go ahead.
What that would mean is that the APB that's been put out from the LAPD found him, because we are looking for him. We can't find him. You know, we can't find him at all. And we know that Saquon Barkley is too great for the numbers, to have the numbers that he has had this year. This man is phenomenal. And to be this phenomenal and to have this kind of precipitous drop-off, I don't give a damn what's going on with the Philadelphia Eagles. We did not expect Saquon Barkley to be this ineffective, this inefficient, this impotent offensively. They got to figure out something. Make no mistake about it. So, you know, again, the APB was out. LAPD has indicated they may have found him. We'll find out tonight at SoFi Stadium, which by the way, where I will be for Monday Night Countdown. So I'm looking forward to it.
That's right. He's in L.A. already. Saquon Barkley had 56 rushing yards against the Bears. So I think he's just going to go on that trajectory, and then tomorrow Stephen A's going to be like, we found him here in L.A. He just wanted warmer weather. So to recap, we're going with Justin Herbert to have at least 20 rushing yards. So. A.J. Brown to have at least 5 catches, and then Saquon to have at least 70 rushing yards. You like these picks? Put them into a parlay for you on DraftKings Sportsbook. Just open up the app, look for the First Take Cover 3 parlay. It's right there on the homepage for you. Coming up on First Take, Caleb Williams.